Now, of course, this video is long gone. I think it's on my other channel, but what was it, last year? I mean, like just over a year ago, I would say. I was in the Tampa area, and my tires were getting pretty bad. I had a tendency to ride my tires till the wires were all hanging out, and then they would just go flat either while I was driving or when I come out of a store. Most of the times I was lucky. When I come out of a store, I got a flat. But where was that? Okay, in the Minneapolis area last summer, I got a flat while I was driving because I rode it too long. That was a nightmare. The fucking tire shop up there, oh my god. Fucking idiots, dude. I told them, aren't you going to clean the rim? Aren't you going to do it? Oh, it's good. And then I had to come back an hour later with a fucking flat tire because they didn't clean the fucking rim. Anyway, got to do their fucking jobs for them. And I'm paying more than I should in the first place. Fucking irritating. But anyway, so, yeah. I went to get a tire in the Tampa area last year. And I showed up. They gave me a decent deal. I think it was like 2 tires. Damn near brand new for $100, I think it was, or 120, balanced and all that. I was like, fuck it, yeah, because I was just going to get one. But since they had a pair, because it was becoming hard to find that size, So I'm like, fuck it, if they throw them on. So they threw them on. And then later that night, I called up a gas station, and I was like, because I was like tired of shit, and so it was a Wawa gas station. It was like 10 miles away. They said I could catch a nap in their parking lot. It was like already, it was late as fuck. It was like 2 in the morning, I think. It was late, and so I drove the 10 miles. There's a Walmart next door. It's pretty dark in the Walmart parking lot. I didn't want to, so I went to the Walmart parking lot, and I'm just trying to like, just the day was a long fucking day. I'm just trying to relax, get some space, some fresh air, whatever. So I'm sitting in the Walmart parking lot for like 5 minutes or less, and like sheriffs swarmed the whole area with their lights on, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then one of them was talking to a Wawa employee taking the garbage out. So I call Wawa. I was like, I called, are you sure I can, catch a nap in your parking lot? They're like, oh, yeah. I said, because there's a lot of cops around it. And they're like, oh, yeah, no problem. They just found a body by the dumpster across the street at the tire shop. I'm like, what? So I'm watching after that. They had a stretcher or an ambulance, and they took the stretcher inside how dumpsters have the gates around them? They went inside the gate with the stretcher, and, a couple minutes or whatever, a few minutes, and then they came wheeling it back out. Was there really a body on it? I don't know. Is this fake? I don't know. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? It's too weird. It's too fucking weird, because I put off getting tires for so long, and I had posted pictures and videos of my wires hanging out, saying this is how I ride, because they keep fucking with my money. You know what I mean? This is how they force me to live, So anyway, the day I finally got tires, then they find a dead body at the tire shop across the street from the Wawa I decided to go sleep at. There's more. But wait, there's more. Then I wake up in the morning, and I go on about, I noticed it bright and early in the morning. I might not even have left Wawa yet before I noticed it pretty early in the morning. Within the first 2 hours of being up, I had a fucking nail in one of my brand new tires. So when did I get this nail? Because I got it in the morning the day before. Drove it all day, and then went to sleep and woke up with a nail. So when did I get the nail, and how did I get it? Does it have anything to do with a dead body being found? That's a lot of weird shit. That's a day in my life, though. Oh, but wait, there's more. I forgot about this part of the fucking deal. One of those tires that I got in Tampa, it was Hispanic dudes that ran the place and that I dealt with. It was a fucking old white guy, not old, maybe like 46 or something, tall white guy, kind of the white trash kind of guy, fucking probably racist or whatever, right, that kind. And this motherfucker put my fucking tires on so fucking tight. The other one I managed to get off because I was real careful. But the one, I stripped the fucking lug nut trying to take it off. I had people trying to help me stop it. This was in Kansas, I believe, after, Tampa, last spring or whatever. I was at a QT, I believe, gas station. Fucking couldn't get the fucker off. I don't think I had a spare tire yet. I think my spare was still flat, from Tampa. And, so I'm like, dude, I gotta be able to get this fucker off. Like, because I may not have a spare yet, but this is gonna be an issue. I don't have anything else to do right now, so I better get this fucking done. I gotta get this off. So I don't put it off until I do got something to do or, whatever. So I'm trying to get this fucker off. I'm asking people if they got a welder, because all these industrial fucking trucks are pulling in. People with welders at this fucking, it's like, do you have a cutting torch? All these people got welders. Like, anybody got a cutting torch? Nobody had a fucking cutting torch. I was there for like 2 or 3 hours, but after like 20 minutes, this kid pulled up. He's like, oh, I'll help you. I got you. I'm a mechanic. He's checking for all these sockets. He pounds a socket on there that is too small, because that's one way of getting a stripped, nut or bolt, whatever, off. You pound a socket on there that's not supposed to be on there, that's smaller, and then use that. Still didn't work. So he takes a fucking chisel, starts fucking banging on, tearing the fucking, the lug nut off, up, just tearing it up. He's like, yeah, I've had to do this before. And I'm like, oh, I haven't. So then he does that for about 5 minutes, then fucking leaves, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll finish this up. I had a few chisels, sharp chisels, Dude, I sat there, and it was hot, too. I was in the fucking sun. Like, in the hot sun, dude. It was hot. I mean, I'm sweating. I've been up all fucking night dealing with this shit. I'm tired as fuck. I'm in the sun. I got nothing to drink. I haven't used the restroom. I'm just sitting there because I think my tire was... No, the tire couldn't have been off. I don't know why I was sitting there and not... I could have drove and went somewhere else. I don't know why I sat there. I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I sat there in the parking lot. Like, not even in a parking space. By the pumps. Like, off-center from a pump. Like, 7 feet from a pump. And I'm just banging on this motherfucker for like 3 or 4 hours. And I'm thinking, oh, I got this. It won't take that long. Yes, that shit took for fucking ever. Because, the lug nuts are beveled on the inside. They're slanted. You have to get every bit of that slant off. You have to go all the way inside there against the wheel. Like, dude, without fucking the threads up, too. Boy, oh boy, was I beating on that motherfucker. Eventually, I just fucking destroyed the rim. The rim was aluminum. I just fucking I banged all around the rim, around the fucking lug nut, and just tore it out. So it had a huge hole. So that nut no longer was holding the wheel once I replaced it. Like, the nut was there, but it wasn't against the wheel. I mean, the hole for the wheel was like the size of, maybe not $50, but bigger than a quarter, So you could put the nut on, but it's not touching nothing. That's what I ended up doing, dude, because I could not get that inner beveled last little bit out, and it wouldn't come out otherwise. Man, this fucking kid fucking ruined my whole day, dude. I'm thinking to myself, you didn't ever fucking do this. How would you have gotten that out? I mean, the last few threads, even though it's just a little tiny piece of metal, it's still right against the fucking aluminum of the wheel. How would you do it? And I'm like, dude, this motherfucker. But anyway, so I spent like 3 or 4 hours doing that, dude. Oh my God, it was a fucking nightmare. So that's because the fucking stupid fuck, the white dude at the fucking Tampa tire shop, fucking had the impact set too strong, or just... That's why I always tighten my own fucking lug nuts, dude. And I don't know why I didn't tell him I would do it myself. I wasn't thinking, or I don't know. I always tighten my own fucking lug nuts. That shit was ridiculous.